Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
And a good afternoon to you on this Tuesday. I'm Eitan Wallace in for Nicole Goodsky. Thank you for having us in. We begin this hour with the coronavirus surge right here in Kern County, with 284 new cases reported by public health and 2 more souls lost to the virus. It's important to note this does not mean that all of those people tested positive yesterday, but rather we're still getting results in from previous days. Our most recent peak was last Monday when 403 people tested positive. We have not seen a day like that since early August. There are more than 9,000 people are recovering at home, while 79 remain isolated in local hospitals with more serious symptoms. To date, 447 people in Kern County have died due to COVID-19. Public Health says this latest spike is more intense than the first wave at the beginning of the pandemic, and that it's important for everyone to stay vigilant when it comes to keeping their distance and wearing their masks. Meantime, the Vineland School District is teaming up with United Way today to bring an early, socially distant Thanksgiving to southern Kern County. They will serve 2,000 hot Thanksgiving meals to communities in Lamont, Weed Patch, and Arvin. The giveaway is at 3:30 p.m. at the Sunset Middle School parking lot on Sunset Boulevard between Lamont and Arvin. It's a drive-through style distribution where families will receive a Thanksgiving turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, vegetables, and dinner rolls and dessert. And how about this? 300 families experiencing tough economic times in Kern County can now rest assured they will have a holiday meal this Thanksgiving, and it's all thanks to the Catholic Charities of Bakersfield. Now, dozens of volunteers this morning distributed turkey meals outside the Catholic Charities headquarters on Chester Avenue. Here's what they had to say.
All of our volunteers behind us, staff included, St. Elizabeth and Seton Parish, the ladies ministry have been fantastic in helping us prepare these food bags and helping get them out today to the families in need.
The families who received these meals signed up in the Catholic Charities lobby earlier this month. They will need to prepare the meal at home. Meantime, organizers say they hope this act of kindness will make a difference this holiday season. And 17 News is your local election headquarters, and today marks 3 weeks since Election Day, yet we still do not have a clear winner in the race for the 21st Congressional District. Just like 2 years ago, this House race is shaping up to be one of the closest and last called in the nation. As it stands now, Republican former 3-term Congressman David Valadao is leading incumbent Democratic Congressman T.J. Cox by a margin of 1,763 out of roughly 162,000 total votes cast. District-wide, elections officials still need to get through more than 14,000 unprocessed ballots, including just over 11,000 in Kern. And as soon as we receive an update from the elections office, we will bring that to you. And weeks after the election, the White House has lifted its roadblocks, freeing up money and key resources for President-elect Joe Biden. His transition, that is. President Trump acknowledging it's in the, quote, best interest of the country, but he still vows he will never concede. Here's NBC's Peter Alexander.
Nearly 3 weeks after the election, President Trump giving a reluctant endorsement to the agency in charge of green-lighting the formal transition process. The General Services Administration designated President-elect Joe Biden as the apparent winner, officially clearing the way for Biden's team to receive federal money and resources, and authorizing the Trump administration to begin coordinating with its successors. But despite mounting pressure from a growing number of Republicans, still no concession from the president, tweeting Monday night, "Our case strongly continues and I believe we will prevail." It comes after GSA Administrator Emily Murphy, in a letter to Mr. Biden obtained by NBC News, writes she was never directly or indirectly pressured by any executive branch official, defending the delay, saying she did not want to get ahead of the constitutional process. And while Murphy says she acted independently, the president insisted in the best interest of our country, he is recommending she take action. It follows a series of dramatic setbacks for President Trump, the battleground state Michigan certifying its vote for Biden on Monday, and the president's legal challenges repeatedly getting rejected by the courts. This morning, multiple sources telling the New York Times that top aides, including White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, told the president that the transition needed to begin, The Washington Post reporting President Trump called political advisors Monday to say he had doubts about the GSA initiating the transition. Meantime, the Trump's campaign lawyer made this false claim again overnight.
The election was stolen and President Trump won by a landslide.
Biden's transition team calling the GSA's move a needed step, allowing them to begin battling the pandemic and rebuilding the economy. Some Republican lawmakers who have been reluctant to acknowledge Biden's victory finally did. Senator Bill Cassidy writing, "I voted for President Trump, but Joe Biden won."
All right, well, how about this? And a hint of normalcy in this anything but normal presidential transition period. Well, with President Trump scheduled to pardon the annual Thanksgiving turkey at the White House today. The turkeys named Corn and Cobb have arrived in D.C. and are staying at the Willard Hotel there. The first president to grant a turkey pardon was President George H.W. Bush in 1989. All right, how about that? Welcome back. In education news, a reminder that Bakersfield College will be closed Thursday and Friday due to the Thanksgiving holiday. The college will resume regular hours on Monday. Hours remain unchanged for both the Student Information Desk and Financial Aid Lobby through tomorrow. All right, and speaking of Thanksgiving, what will that Thanksgiving forecast look like? Here is forecaster Kevin Charette with our answer. Hey, Kevin, good afternoon.
Hey, Tom. Good to see you here at 17 News at noon. And yeah, the Thanksgiving holiday is looking great. Last year, this time, we saw over a half an inch of rain. Not expecting that this Thanksgiving, even though we'd like to see some rain around the area. 62 degrees on the temperature right now in Bakersfield. We have a light wind out of the west-northwest at 5. And as we take a look at the almanac yesterday, well, we were looking at 63, right on track with where we should be. Again, the average for this time of year, 62. The record set back in 1917. We hit 87, and right now you can see 50s and 60s in all areas, except Frazier Park here at 49, Tehachapi at 54 at this time, 61 out of Ridgecrest, 62 in Sacramento today, 63 in Fresno, 60 south in LA and San Diego, Vegas, not a bad day there at 63, and our beaches looking good. Sunny skies, and today 65 and a northwest wind right around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Air quality today unhealthy for sensitive groups with an AQI at 117. That's why we have a slight haze out there with our sunny skies. And temperatures today will be right near 64 in Bakersfield, 61 in Delano, 60 out in Taft. For the mountains, we'll look for a northeast wind, 10 to 15, 51 in Frazier Park. Tehachapi at 54 with the 50s and 60s into the Kern River Valley. Lake Isabella 63, 59 in Kernville. And then for the desert today, sunny skies and northeast wind 10 to 15 and 61 in Mojave. Here's a look at our extended forecast heading into our Thanksgiving, and you can see maybe a few clouds on Thursday and a high of 56. So there's a slight cool down, but then we'll be back into those 60s as we head into the weekend under mostly sunny conditions. We may see a slight haze return. Mountain forecast 52 tomorrow, so starting the cool down, only upper 40s for your Thanksgiving, and then we're right back up near 60 by Sunday and Monday. Overnight, definitely chilly into those 20s, and then for the Kern River Valley, lower 60s tomorrow, upper 50s for your Thanksgiving, and then right near 70 Sunday and Monday next week. So a little dip for Thanksgiving, and then we're right back up by the end of the weekend into early part of next week. But overall, I would say a nice forecast.
Over the past 25 years, Hoffman Hospice has marked the holiday season with the annual Light Up a Life ceremony. Light Up a Life is an opportunity to celebrate the memory of a loved one or honor someone that makes life just a little bit better. This year, anyone making a Light Up a Life dedication should know a symbolic light will illuminate the Hoffman Hospice home throughout the holiday season. Now, in the past, the Light Up a Life ceremony has been an in-person event, but this year, out of an abundance of caution and respect for the safety of the families that usually attend Light Up a Life, the celebration will be a virtual event on YouTube, and it will also be on hoffmanhospice.org beginning December 1st at 6 o'clock in the evening. All names also will be printed in the Bakersfield Californian on Sunday, December 20th. To make a donation in honor of a loved one, simply head to Hoffman Hospice's website. Meantime, here's something to brighten up your day or night. Holiday Lights at COM is set to open up to the public this weekend, and we got a sneak peek. Because of COVID, the Lights Tour is a drive-through event this year. It's a mile-long winding path through COM's parking lot. Holidays Lights at COM starts this Saturday, November 28th, and will run every night except for Christmas from 5:30 to 9 o'clock in the evening. Tickets must be purchased in advance and are on sale now. All right, well, that's all the time we have for 17 News at noon. Don't forget, we're back here tonight at 5. Until then, make it a great day.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.